Steve, obviously a difficult night tonight. Can you explain why our first half performance was so lacklustre, or seemed to be at any rate?
Well, the first 10 minutes we started well, then give the team 3 goals, like we've seen we've done all season. I've got to try and keep up beat because we've got 6 games left and we've got a big fight on our hands. But I'm hurting, Jim. I've got to be honest. Them boys in there have hurt me very much because I told them to stay in the game, and it's easy to stay in the game. You can't be controlling balls and swiping at balls and then going in. So, like I say, it's a mountain to climb once you give a team 3 goals. Even with 10 men, they're going to sit in there, and it's going to be hard for you. But like I say, that's hurt me tonight, and I'm hurting very bad.
Obviously, another difficult game on Saturday. So, how do you lift the players for a really tough game against Leicester?
Jim, I've got to be honest. I can't do more than what I'm doing. I'm watching teams. I'm getting my own work done. I'm giving them a game plan, telling them what to do. I can't legislate for people missing balls. I'll take responsibility for team selections at times, and like I say, tonight I thought I got it right because of the pace they had, but after the 3 mistakes I knew I'd got it wrong, but by then it's too late. So I'll take some responsibility for tonight, but when I put them out there, they've got to give a good account of themselves, and that didn't happen.
Can you talk about the personnel? Obviously, there's been quite a couple of big changes today. One possibly quite good and one not so good.
Well, I got a phone call about Tom Adler going back to Gillingham, being involved in and around the first team for the last few weeks of the season, which is disappointing and left me in the lurch a little bit, but they called him back, and I tried my hardest. We got a goalkeeper registered 1 minute after the deadline, and the league wouldn't let me have him. But Jack come in and done well for me tonight. I've got to give him credit. He got late notice, but disappointed on that goalkeeper that's coming in, an ex-young Wimbledon keeper. That's all it's about. I had a Reading keeper yesterday afternoon, phoned me up and then said he's going to Nuneaton. So, higher league, so I've lost that. And Billy Medlock's over his ankle injury. First of all, when I didn't bring him in, he had an ankle injury. Went and met police. He done his other ankle. He's now been back training for 2 weeks, and he's fully up to speed. And as you see tonight, he was a menace. But I know people are asked, why didn't you bring him in before? Billy was injured. That's why I didn't bring him in. If anyone wants to ask me that, or come and see me and talk to me about it face to face, I've got no problem with it. But Billy came in tonight and showed what he can do. Fully fit Billy, and I've been monitoring him. I've been down there training ground watching as well. So I've been doing my own work, and like I say, showed tonight what he's done. He got his goal.
One of the few players I think tonight who came out with any real credit for us.
Yeah, I thought Nathan up front, he won his headers and held the ball up. I'm telling my players with a battering ram like him, don't keep smashing up to his head, drop it into his chest because he'll hold people off, as it proved at the start of the game when we had a shot. But then we decided to start smashing it at him, and he's not going to be any beneficial to me if we're going to play that way. I want him to be brave, I want him to get on the ball and pass it, like we was earlier in the season. When I brought Mitchell in, we went a little bit more direct because I used his pace, and I want to get on the ball and pass. But like I say, sometimes you look at it and you think, is the quality there? I've got to take responsibility for that, but I've got to take responsibility for what budget I had, and I've been done with what I've got because of the budget I had. People might say it's excuses, but again, if people want to come and talk to me about it, I'm always in the bar after, and I have an open conversation with them. We've got the managers meeting, which I'm going to have a few. I'm expecting a few dodgy questions. Again, the support was great tonight, but I don't think the referee helped me either. Forget the sending off they got, that was thoroughly deserved, but we should have had a penalty. He give a free kick for a 2-handed push outside the box, yet in the box 5 minutes earlier he said play on. So I can't look for that as the main excuse, though, Jim.
And I'm
hurting, mate. I'm hurting.
Just giving the advert for your meeting, 2nd of April, 7:30 in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
Injuries tonight. James went off.
James went off. James was brought off.
Right.
That weren't an injury. James was brought off. Performance related. Again, like I say, Charlie's an out and out has been a fullback. He's more comfortable centre half, but tonight, like I say, because I was expecting their pace was going to hurt us, that's why I made that decision. And I'll take me off and hold my hands up to that. I got that wrong as the game went on, because obviously that side cost us 3 goals. Diokji got caught in traffic, so he turned up just before kick-off, so he didn't have a proper warm-up. Took him time to get into the game.
And Jerome went off just for a moment, and then
Jerome,
was he okay?
No, Jerome's got Melvin said he's hit a nerve in his arm, which he didn't have no feeling in it, so he couldn't actually run properly. Marvin Williams, an ankle injury. John Heath, hamstring. So I'm hoping to get some of them back by the weekend. Royce has been on the bench the last couple of games, and people might be asking why he brought him on. He got injured when he went out for the England game against Wales in the disability one. He's done his groin. So again, I'm not looking for excuses. I take responsibility because I put that team out there. I put this team together. Now it's my job to get them up firing all cylinders for the last 6 games and keep us in this league.
Well, good luck to you, Steve, and everybody else, and the support is still there. Thanks very much indeed.
Cheers, Jim.